We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Oh my goodness. We're so close now. Guys, it's time for more Umineko. We're getting closer to the end. Are you excited? I'm dreading it, but also excited. See what we can do. Yes, Victor, we're almost there. We're almost there. Hard to believe, but we're almost there. Hey, 7 hours is almost there. Even if it takes 7 hours, that is still almost there. After all, we have more than 100, more than 300 hours. Here we go. Lambda and Bergensto's fight to the death had passed through its phase as a dynamic clash of fireworks. It was now a clash that was quiet and motionless. These two witches, who possessed power on an entirely different level, may have been truly equal in strength. The battle could only be resolved by mutual consent, if one of them lost interest or found some reason for wanting to lose. Since both were putting their all into the fight without yielding a bit, they were absolutely and completely equal. Lambda Delta, I'm glad to have you as a friend. Damn it, just a bit longer! Hi, Ark. Hi, Darkbit. Just fall apart already, stupid magic circle! Riley got irritated and punched the magic circle, but there was nothing he could do except continue to watch over it. After all, the only way to dissolve it was by waiting. However, the pair of them still felt relief, if only a little. Lambda really was strong. Even about this spectacular, she fought on an even footing. No, if you also took confidence into account, she seemed to have a slight advantage to Battler's Eye. He probably managed to buy them enough time. And he would take the Kimbi to return to the Golden Land. He just had to endure a little bit longer. However, they had no way of knowing what Lambda's fate would be after this. She had just been descended the highest level witches in existence. A brutal fate probably awaited her. However, even knowing this, Angie had to step forward to the future without looking back. That was a single duty given to her, the witch of the future. Oni-chan, what's that? Something's coming towards us from a long way. Crap, are they enemy reinforcements? Lambda, Dota, and Bergensto were glaring at each other. They didn't notice. Hanging towards them in the distance were several emerald green glints. The light showed that they were enemies. But there's only a few of them. They won't be able to match for Lambda Delta. All the cats so far seem like fish in a school. giving the impression that they'd be terrifying as a group, but not much of a problem by themselves. However, there was something different about the lights approaching them now. They were approaching a beautiful ordered formation. Like a constellation. Valley quickly realized that there was something formidable. Ah, my Miko. Isn't it about time to prepare the key? Ah, shit ducks. Okay. Just by her tone, Ballard was able to tell just how great this witch was. The black cats surrounded her in a graceful and systematic constellation. We're all wearing large capes with elegant designs. Look as though great overlords from many worlds have been transformed to cats, leaving only their capes untouched. What Ballard imagined was quite true. That was exactly what had happened. These were the overlords from many worlds that formed Featherine's personal guard. Their bodies took the form of cats as a sign of respect to their master, who took the form of a human. These were entirely different from the pack of wildcats of Surfer and Cassell. Aurora. Oh, is it time already? Keeping the guests waiting in anticipation is an important factor when holding a party. Is it, however, not something I am particularly fond of? As she said this, her eyes flicked to Lambda Delta. The latter bowed hurriedly. The Lambda Delta grinned. She was also sweating with a brow furrowed with tension. How long has it been, Lady Lambda Delta? Ah, pleasure to see you. Great Lady Aurora? There's no place to entertain one such as yourself. You get lost on the way to the party. If so, allow me to guide you there myself. That would be a great honor, Lady Aurora. Featherine Augustus Aurora, the legendary Great Witch. It's said that she transgressed the limits of a witch, becoming a creator, and that upon reaching this forbidden plane, she was cursed with a deadly ailment. However, in life, she once turned her pet cat into a witch. They say the second witch wanders the sea of fragments endlessly, searching for any fragment capable of reviving her dead master in the pit of death called boredom, if even for a moment. And the cat did revive her master. Revive the sacred witch who had reached heights none should reach. Just as witches look down from higher world and see our humans, calling them pieces on a game board. So she looks down from world higher still and sneers the territories of witches, calling them pieces on the game board. A witch's strength is measured by the height of the world they are capable of reaching. Then she was like a witch, come back from the realm of the gods, the one who had touched the highest forbidden heights and survived. Was there any chance of winning against her? No. Not only could Lambda Delta not choose to win, she couldn't choose to lose either. My Miko, do you mind playing with your friends some other time and getting back to work now? Prepare the key. Okay. That simple way cats forget their errand partway through doing is their true charm. How do you think so, Lady Lambda Delta? Lambda Delta didn't say anything, but hung her head low. From this position, it seemed that From this position, it seemed that the key's seal would dissolve at any second. However, Brincassel would probably find Balor and Angie before that. Once those two got their hands on the key, they could leave this place immediately. But that was only if Brincassel and Feathery didn't find them first. Brincassel can be allowed to move from this spot. It looks like this game's Lambda. I am the Miko of the Great Witch Aurora, remember? You haven't forgotten the Witch of the Ear going to social protection upon her reader Mikos, have you? Still keeping her head lowered, Lambda gave no answer. The Witch of the Ear going gave protection to her reader Mikos. If Lambda attacked Brincassel, who was a Miko, then the Great Aurora, in accordance with her contract, would take that as an act against herself and respond accordingly. Let's make a deal. For what? Where is Balor hiding? If you come clean, we'll let all this slide. Is the Witch of Miracles afraid of a tiny little piece like Balor? It's because I am the Witch of Miracles. I won't forget that even a little pebble like him is capable of creating one. It was a little pebble that got a big break in Witch of Miracles after all. I'll ask one more time. Where is Balor? Too bad, Lambda. Looks like that's your answer. Brincassel turned her back. Brincassel turned her back on Lambda Delta. Then she told her master that she was leaving to borrow the key, and she started swimming towards the key room. Let her go any further. She'll find Balor and Angie. Balor readied himself. This time, it was his turn to become a sacrifice. Even though he's nothing more than a single pebble, he could still put out an eye. A candy firework exploded right in front of Brincassel's face. Lambda, you really are a moron. Lambda Delta. Well, I've done it now. Balor, Angie. The rest is up to you. The cat overlords changed their formation, becoming a ferocious constellation that surrounded Feathering. Then each drew the most terrifying magic circles from their respective worlds and began to chat. Oh, I am slightly confused. I'm Miko and you too, Lady Lambda Delta. What sort of sideshow is this? Looks like Lambda wants to stop me from getting the key. Oh. And what would be the point of that, I wonder? If you're having trouble understanding that, I must be getting a bit tipsy, Featherine. Looks like you need to pick me up. Lemon Delta acted as tough as she could. Her fingertips were shaking slightly. An attack against Umineko is considered to be an attack against her master. You should know this as well as anyone, correct? I know it! That's a rule that says I'm gonna have to pick a fight with you guys! Oh! Have I or my Miko caused insult to Miko of yours? If so, then please accept my apology. Oh, will you not just tell me? I don't believe you have a Miko at the moment. Does Lambda don't have Migos? No, she's a lonely sinner. Or rather, she's just someone who really doesn't care. As for that, I got a ton of them! 30 to 40, I think. Maybe even more. I Lambda Delta will handle any fight pick against one of my Mikos, no matter who the opponent is. All of them are certain that a happy ending will come. As a witch of certainty, I can't bend people put their faith in certainty and work hard to achieve their goals. Your tale will not be a disagreeable one. It would be worthy of my viewing. However, I am not a spectator at the moment, but a performer. I know that you are my Migo's close friend, so let me give you a warning. Remove yourself from this stage. I prepare a special seat for you in my audience seating. I have another thing going, which is more interesting. Your idea of the tale I've been watching. And your conclusion. Patta's tale is 100 times better! Sorry, but I'll be getting best supporting actress this year! Hey, you guys! You better not vote for me in the last... You better vote for me in the last character... You better vote for me in the last character... You better vote for me in the last character popularity contest, okay? I would if I could. At least in the top 5, got it? Please. Please tell me she ranked in the top 5. Come on, please. You gotta tell me for the last character popularity post she ranked in the top 5. She must have, right? Right. She did IRC. Yes! Who are you talking to? As Amdelda pretended to joke around, she calmly glared at the one weak point. She had a chance for an attack, then a 1 in a billion shot at victory existed. That horseshoe-shaped memory device flowing around Featherine's head. Without that, she couldn't preserve her own being. Destroying would be impossible. If Lamdo could just jar a little, she might be able to make it bug out. At least once in the past, Feathering's memory device had been damaged and personality appearance had changed. However, she was aware of that herself, and probably wouldn't let that happen again no matter what. She got third? Oh, there goes our girl, yeah. Very well, Lady Lambda Delta. When you finish your script, feel free to send it in whenever you wish. The script is simple. Just one line. The fantastic, cute Lambda Delta-sama. Took out the evil mastermind, Aurora, in a single shot. Foolish Lambda. Never realized how stupid you were. The cats need not interfere. I will personally reward Lady Lambda Delta for the greatest tale she has submitted. To be granted a fitting tale and a fitting end for your bravery. Featherine Augustus! Aurora! Lambda Delta summoned magic power from her whole body and raised it in a mass above her head. Forgive me, but... And then... the world's time stopped. Your script will not be used. After all, rather than stopping time, it's more like someone had stopped flipping the pages of a book. In this motionless world, closely packed letters appeared. The one writing the script, the rest of the script will be me. They were the tale that had been written up to this very moment. Feathering Augustus, Aurora. Lambda Delta summoned magical power from her whole body and raised it in a mass above her head. That was where the paragraph ended. In this frozen world, Feathering sat with her arms crossed. How troublesome. It's so long since I've written in a fight scene. At such a moment, how vexing it is to suddenly be handed a pen. When I get stuck writing, I try to write in reverse. In other words, instead of starting at the beginning, I start at the end and go backwards from there. That way it's easier to set foreshadowing and write the story with my vision for the end in mind. The only downside is that it's surprisingly difficult to write the climax without having set up the story first. For lack of a better idea, I'll start at the end of the fight and go back from there. Lady Lambda Delta, having severed defeat in my hand to draw your last breath. As Feathering said this, words were added to this massive group of letters that filled the frozen world. Also, goddamn, is this fucking okay? Unironically, this is the kind of shit which is like, yeah, you don't have characters fight anymore. When a character is able to rewrite reality by reading it, you fucking don't have a character, you have a god. And even gods kind of look down on it and is like, that's more than normal, bitch. Like, holy shit. Wow. However, she was starting from the end, so there's a large gap between the new words and the old ones. So what will your defeat look like? You should probably have a heroic end to suit your bravery. How about this? You got lost away by something or other, slammed against a bookshelf. Your limbs snap off, then having perished, you fall into the darkness and disappear. God, the strongest universe I knew before now, or that I really like one of the strongest universes I known right below or right above Nasuverse was fucking Toho. Yeah, no character in Toho can deal with this shit. Like, maybe Yuyuko, because she can, depending on how far you can stretch the definition of death, but like, otherwise, holy crap, this is too much. Yes, quite a flashy way to go. Also, possibly, depending on how fucking Ramu's works, Reimu decides to leave reality, aka she goes to the writer. Reimu goes to the writer and demands a better ending. Yes, that is how her power actually works. Good. For now, that's how your final moments will be. That face when a meta look of what a mystery becomes a multi-dimensional nonsense when you use it for power scaling? Yes, it's fucking hilarious. The links were filled up with the outline of Feathering spoke of. At the same time, Landota's figure was wiped out. And crossing arms, leaning again, Feathering pointing in a suitable direction. Spread eagled against the bookshelf Feathering had pointed at, reappeared Landota, who had slammed into it after something or other blasted her there. Well, now I must write up the fierce battle that leads to this end. But as you correctly summarized, I'm a little tipsy at the moment. I'll feel that part in later when I have some time to go over it nice and slowly. For now, let this be enough. I promise that in a heroic fight to your liking later on. Feathering snapped her fingers. Am I saying that Zune is a creator witch? Oh, fucking absolutely. Zune is amazing. Goddamn. Zune is absolutely a fucking creator witch, all things considered. Landota had no idea what was going on. Before she could even blink, she was suddenly here, slammed against a bookshelf. Oh, what is this? She couldn't comprehend what it was that Feathering had killed her with. However, that was only natural. After all, even Feathering itself hadn't decided. However, Landota did understand one thing. She was already dead. Streams of blood dripped from the corners of her mouth. Then lines of blood appeared on her wrists and ankles, her elbows and knees. She looked like a marionette doll of herself. What killed me? Precisely, Lady Lambda Delta. Let me know if you have any good ideas. You monster. She still pinned against the bookshelf. Lambda let her head slump. Her wrists, ankles, legs, and arms, and even her neck. Each of those broke off as separate parts, and the marionette shaped like her lost its strings, falling into pieces in the depths below. Nothing remained. It was all swallowed up by the darkness beneath it. Oh, monster, she says. Quite a comeback for one such as I. Umineko scales not on powers or abilities, though it scales on layers of meta, basically how many dimensions from the basic can go. Technically, episode 8 Hideyoshi scales better than one-dimensional gods. Funny way of putting that. That's why I question for Reimu's ability, because Reimu's ability is to have an easy time to be able to fly through life, which Depending on how you interpret that, because she literally leaves this her reality when she does it. At full force, she might ascend out of the story temporarily to just fucking beat at Zune or beat at the writer going, fucking write me a better ending, you dumb shit. Lambda Delta. Angie, don't look. You can't look. Angie closed her eyes tight, shedding bitter tears. She must not look. The Witch of Future must not accept Lambda Delta's defeat. She hasn't kicked it. She was brave, and that's all there is to it. I know. That Lambda Delta, whenever you lose. Up. At that moment, there was a slight sound, and the lone key that hung in the air shook. The seal on the key had finally broken. Valor grabbed it immediately. However, at exactly the same moment, a magical impulse shook the entire vast space of the key room. What? That impulse seemed to have shaken something inside my pocket. I stuck my hand and found that the fragment Lambda had given us to return to Golden Land had shattered. Damn it! Lambda's fragment! You were so close to. Now there's nowhere to run. Kern Cassell. If Lambda had been a little clever, she probably could have bought you 5 more seconds. Then you would have taken that key and escaped to the Golden Land. Looks like Miko suffers too when the master's a fool. Home. Lorraine quietly showed her surprise. To truly surprise her was no easy task. This is a wonderful image that I will enjoy it forevermore. Oh, this is beautiful. This is glorious. This is the happiest image I've ever seen. The Witch of Miracles. She boasted that no one could even step on her shadow unless she wished it. Fell. After taking Balor's right fist to her face, she fell. Ringiso's body immediately split into dust and crunched herself in front of Balor, as though nothing had happened. However, she was holding her cheek. She couldn't do the fact that she had been hit. First time in 100 years, she had let someone tread on her shadow without wishing it. Her expression gradually filled with shock. And Balor's? It couldn't be seen. His outstretched right arm was blocking it, so his expression couldn't be seen. What? Take it back. Take what back? She didn't let the next strike hit her. Ringo vanished like mist and reformed a short distance away. However, Balor only missed by a hair's breadth. The ultimate culmination of finally being able to punch a witch who hurts the people he cares about is what he's wanted to do from episode 1. Balor can finally beat the shit out of a witch. Yay! I think the fighting game is going to be very satisfying just to see Balor beat the fuck out of witches. Woo! Gonna be good times. However, Balor only missed by a hair's breadth. Not because she had intentionally made so, but for real. Finally, she truly began to feel the pain of being punched in the face. Too many years had caused her to forget the very concept of pain. Very slowly, it was coming back to her. Ow! 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 Rinso writhed in anguish, holding her cheek. The feeling forgotten for centuries seemed to be hitting home hard. Barrow looked at her. Their eyes met. Once again, Rinso remembered an emotion she had forgotten for hundreds of years. Your favorite character trope is motherfuckers who just throw hands? It is a glorious trope when you never get to throw hands. Does it hurt? The pain of your words reaching my friend is greater than that. And then, a shudder. What Balor saw before his eyes, with Rinso trembling with fear for the first time in centuries. To Rinso, it didn't even look like Balor was rushing out to deliver another punch. It was as though he was being sucked towards where he stood with his furious fist raised. As her eyes opened wide in terror, Balor's massive fist filled her vision. Of course, he wasn't capable of hitting her. Rinso was just like a shadow. It was true that anyone trying to grasp her form was meaningless, akin to growing envies of the moon reflected on the water and trying to hit it with a stone. You cannot smash the moon on the water surface simply throwing stones at it. However, Balor threw and threw, over and over, determined never to allow the moon to reappear there again. Fiercely thrown pebbles tore the water surface. They smashed the moon's reflection, splitting apart the water surface itself, leaving even the bottom of the pond bare, breaking through everything. And that certain absolute willpower broke through to a miracle. A backwards kick that Balor shut out without even looking behind him, drove into empty space. And in that space, Rinso reappeared with a foot in her gut. Take back your ridicule of our brave friend. I'm enjoying this moment greatly. The Witch of Miracles fell. For the second time, she fell. Once would have been a miracle. Things that happen more than once aren't miracles anymore. Rinso understood. Balor fully grasped. Then she fell, slammed against the floor, shrugged onto her hands and knees and vomited. She threw up violently over and over. Her face was covered with pain and vomit and tears and snot. Then she looked up at Balor with a fierce expression and howled. And she wasn't howling at Balor. Aurora! Miko is getting picked up. What are you standing around watching him for? Take him out! Oh, forgive me, but I am busy writing Lady Lampetilda's final moments right now. While Burn was the witch of miracles, Balor was the man who shaped miracles with his own hands. Yeah, that seems about right. I cannot come to your aid. Why don't all of you give her a hand? Feathering's guard, the cat overlords, now formed a different constellation. Then each drew a magic circle and began chanting. You know what? These are. Each of these cats is the final form of a main character, each from a game like yours. Everyone acted the main part of their heroic tale, and the story of their bravery was given honor, allowing them to become Aurora's guards. Each one fought for the very existence of their country, their planet, their universe. What about you? At best, you've just been playing around with your little sister's imaginary witch. These main characters are on a totally different level from you. Eat this and die. Take it to the gut, you puke-scapegoat scum! One-chan! The many spectacular magical spells display the beginning of a universe, the creation of planets, then the destruction, the universe's end, all in an instant. Out of that, not a speck of dust. Out of that, not a speck of dust. Out of that, not a speck of dust should remain. However, when the smoke cleared, there was a person standing there. It stood there, its hands in its pockets and its head hanging quietly. His face was in shadows and couldn't be seen. Oni-chan! What the hell? Balor seemed to be completely uninjured. Not only were his clothes not burned, his hair hadn't even been disturbed. What the hell? Stupid cats, that didn't work at all! Cat overlords silently shook their heads, sending a short report to their master. Endless 9. What the? It seems that no one can interfere with this tale. Yeah, we have the universe where you take universe-ending spells. Their universes aren't real, therefore their spells aren't real, therefore they can fuck off. Forgive me, my Miko. It seems like cats have reached the limit. And you still call yourself Overlord of many worlds? Didn't you all used to be main characters on some game board? Joke's on you. I don't think anyone has this. And in this 67-point essay, I would now explain. And this is the best you can do? You're pathetic. The cats knew. They had known from the very beginning. If this man before them was the main character of this board, they wouldn't be able to interfere. My Miko, granting tail on the game board is a privilege extended only to the game master. Only my precious little sisters and my former girlfriend's magic exists. Everything else is fake. The power of being a fucking hypocrite. I should have known. Since that right has been asserted, I, being the mere writer that I am, must respect it. I shall return my position as a spectator. You useless master. Battler. I positive the victory your friends suffered at the hands of my Miko. And I see the right to weave your game belongs to you, the Game Master. And you will weave your own game. That is as it should be. However, my Miko is also Game Master and Game of the Moment. It seems the two of you opened the game board at the same time. It's right up to you, Master of a single game. This miracle pleases me. After all, I can rest assured that this will make for a proper final game for you both. Stand up. Burn Gastel. I see. So you're saying that two Game Masters are going to fight? They should do it by the rules of the game. Why didn't you just say that in the first place? Do you think this game even has a final boss? Yeah, kind of insane in the end, huh? Rinso slowly got to her feet and made her body melt away like mist. Then, she appeared in the air once again, facing Battler. Very well. I'll fight by the rules of your game board. However, I'm not as patient as you are, so I'll start with a short-tempered, overwhelming puzzle and end this in an instant. Who will be my opponent? I don't mind if you both take me on at once. Oni-chan, I'll fight too. Stay back. Why? Watch from there. This time, understand what I wanted to teach you. Oni-chan. How's that, Aurora? I will be your witness. If you defeat my Miko, I promise to turn you all to the Golden Land. Assuming the Golden Land still exists, that is. I believe in everyone. That's right. You and everyone else won't lose. In that case, it's fair that we start with the bad news. Erica, you can make your report now. Come. When Gurgisel snapped her fingers, Erica appeared with a bow. Pardon me for my interruption. Pardon me for my interruption, my master. Sorry, Erica. I should have kept you waiting when you came bearing good news. No problem. Rejoice, my master. I have come to report the complete destruction of the Golden Land. Liar. The Golden Land has been totally destroyed. I'm here to report that it has collapsed and fallen in the sea of nothingness. Not just the humans, but the fancy creatures as well have been completely annihilated. Liar! I won't believe it. Then allow me to convince you. Take this, my master. Erica humbly presents an object wrapped in cloth. It's shown with a golden light. What's this? A golden apple. This is the heart of Beatrice, master of the Golden Land. Beto! Lorenzo grabbed hold of it, held it aloft, and gazed at it. Even like this, it's still beating. You're so cute, Beatrice. The game board you are might be opened again by someone. You still believe that, don't you? It's okay, Oni-chan. We didn't see Beetle get defeated. It's some sort of tactic they're using against us. Trying to make us lose our morale. Or maybe it's a tactic of Beto's. Change have to pretend that she's been defeated. There's no way that Beatrice, that everyone thought the Golden Line could be destroyed. True. If the Witch of Future believes that, she might be able to make it so. So, let me show you. Watch closely, Witch of the Future from 1998. Burn Gasseau, going her heart into the air like an apple. Then, with the blood-red blade of a scythe that appeared in her hand, she split it. Beatrice died in October of 1986. Therefore, the Golden Land she created was completely destroyed. Your relatives, kept alive in the Golden Land, were destroyed along with it. Your father, mother, and of course Balor will never return to you again and will never speak your name again. I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. The game is getting serious again. Please, I'll be back soon. Be back real soon. Okay. Got a drink? It's time to keep going. As the Witch of the Future, a Witch of the Future has the power to A Witch of the Future has the power to interpret things and how she A Witch of the Future has the power to interpret things how she pleases and rewrite what happened. However, there is just one fact that she can't overwrite, no matter how much she struggles. And that is death. You can overturn any notion of death, be it physical or mental. Is a single blade of truth with which witches of the past can strike down witches of the future. Hang in there, Angie. But... You decided to accept it, didn't you? Decided to live on even if no one came back alive. Didn't you? I know, but... Even so, a tiny sliver of hope had remained inside Angie's heart. A hope that despite everything, just maybe, if I was blessed with a miracle, someone would come home after all. It wouldn't matter when. It'd be 10 years or 50 years later. It wouldn't even matter if they didn't recognize my face. I believe that someone might come back someday. And I decided to live with that tiny hope in my chest. Even though I'd accepted everyone's death for a time, even though I had seen in this book of the single truth, I thought, what's the harm in believing in a miracle? Just a little. Miracle that you believe in when you know it won't happen is hope. And so the witch who presided over the fact that miracles don't happen had ruthlessly torn that hope away. Don't cry. I know! But... Even the big brother you're crying to right now is already dead. Oni-chan isn't dead, he's here! Right here! Don't cry, Angie. But... Don't cry! The battlers shout. Angie bit back her tears. If it's like that, then so what? What do we of the past mean to you living in the future? Yep, I've got to get into this. Jesus, gotta take off a jacket. It's time to put my fucking heart into these words I'm about to say because it's Balor and he deserves it. Angie? Well, which were you again? Uh-huh. Whether we're alive or dead means nothing to you. That's not true. I want you to be alive. That's not what I mean. You can cross over life and death, remember? Angie didn't understand what he was saying to her. So, stunned in silence, she finally can hear what her brother was trying to tell her. Balor slowly lifted his face and stared at burnt Castell. And you aren't a witch. You're a reaper. That's right. I have the sickle that reaps all hopes and miracles. So I must be what you say. You're a reaper. You stole away that hope that Angie kept alive. And lured her towards death. The one who teased Angie with the truth of the past, stealing the future from her eyes and making her look only at what was already behind her. And this one, who thrust the hope-crushing single truth in front of her, gently pushing her from behind as she, of her own accord, took that step from the skyscraper roof off into a world of nothingness. Now, I'll free Angie from the curse that you are! No more will her own curses hold her prisoner! Angie will step forward into the future! And I didn't do the emptiness of the abyss that you're trying to lure her into. Stepping into the future beyond 1998. A place where she'll live strongly! Humans are wretched creatures who walk in the future while staring back at the past. That's why they fail to notice even the most obvious pitfalls and plummet headfirst into them like comical fools. Come on, Burnt Castell! What's the past like you can't block the radiance of the future? Then, I'll get started by the rules of your game. I'll give you some locked room riddles. But since I'm short-tempered, overpowering, and easily bored, I'll give you all of them at once. Oh, Jesus. Burnt Castell spread her hands, and it seemed as though a halo or angel wings were spraying out behind her. Each of the countless rays that spread out from her was a blue... was a blue trailing blade of a locked-room mystery. They were the countless, endless number of locked-room mysteries that Burnt Castell had amassed, the souvenirs she had brought back from the many places she had visited during her long travels through the sea of fragments. All of those rays twisted at once, and aimed towards Balor. It was though infinite giant snakes had turned their heads to stare at him. If you fail to shoot down even a single puzzle, then this is goodbye. I'm not as patient as Beto, who gave you until October 5th at midnight to give your answer. You don't answer immediately, you die. In that case, this wasn't a mystery anymore. This wasn't an intellectual game by merciless assaults. Die. All at once, hundreds of guided lasers known as mysteries shot at Balor. A complex geometric figure drawn by those blue lasers, nothing but divinely beautiful. Each one was a mystery. Trying to solve each one in this oppressive hailstorm would be like threading a storm of approaching needles. Valor flew freely through the space, dodging beautiful blue streaks of mystery as he shot them down one after another. The entirety of the mystery knowledge he had built up to this day told him that the answer to each puzzle was within him. Each time his eyes glowed with the answer, one of the mysteries shattered. However, that mystery was only one out of hundreds. This hardly rose to the level of opposition and resistance. One-chan, it's impossible! Run! There is no unsolvable mystery. Just like there is no inescapable fate. One-chan! Watch Angie. Don't miss what I'm trying to show you. By now, the bundle of mysteries looked like one giant thing with blue streaming behind it. Valor skillfully dodged it, precisely splitting its many fangs off one by one. Even though he knew it was a useless resistance, like trying to pick up all the grains of sand on a beach one by one. Not bad. Our classic mysteries, your specialty. And what about twists on the genre? Let's see if you can handle more and more mysteries from all times and places. Even though Valor was still fighting the giant snake, wings appeared behind Burn once more. And they gave birth to 7 more huge snakes. And now it looked like a great dragon with 7 heads. Ushiromiya Battler. It's true that you're a very avid reader and expert in the mystery genre. But you're still young. There's no telling how many books and mysteries you could have read. Oh no, this world is filled with countless riddles and tricks that you never heard of. One-chan! This isn't possible anymore! Please, just run away! You can't beat Burn Castello! Bao's expression remained calm. However, his whole body was covered with sweat and he was breathing hard. It was clear that he couldn't overcome this onslaught, though he admitted himself. It was clear that he couldn't overcome this onslaught, though he himself refused to admit it. Valor wiped away his sweat and fixed his gaze on the 8 snake heads that surrounded him in 3 dimensions. Angie, you believe in the miracle that someone from your family might still be alive. And after living that way for 12 years, he lost heart. He gave in to succumb to a miracle that refused to happen. That's... In that case, I'm going to be seeing you off as you try and step forward in the future. I can't afford to give in to another miracle. That's right. I'll still harvest your miracles and hopes. All of them without mercy. Was now an 8-headed dragon, opened its 8 jaws. He looked for weak points from all angles, hoping to swallow Battle in a single gulp. He wouldn't be able to dodge any longer. Angie-san, if you're exciting miracle, there's some bad news for you. Beto has now completely destroyed. He has now been completely destroyed and has even been announced in red. You know what that means? Since Beto has been destroyed, the Golden Line has been destroyed also. That means that every last one of them has vanished. In other words, you no longer have any friends who can conveniently show up and save you from this pinch. Beto had been destroyed and that had been confirmed in red. Therefore, no one else would come to the rescue. Even Eva was a resident of the Golden Land. After helpfully breaking the key seal ahead of their arrival, she had probably hidden away somewhere. However, now that Beto had been destroyed, all the residents of the Golden Land had met the same fate as ice under the sun. Any faint hopes that Eva was hiding in the shadows ready to save them from this final pinch, having completely crushed from the moment that Brink had smashed the Golden Heart. No longer was there anyone who could save them. There's no hope at all of her brother being saved by any factor not already present. What about herself? I'm just standing here watching. If I help, will I be able to bring about some sort of miracle? I don't know that much about the mystery genre. I only have the most superficial knowledge how to fight, gleaned from watching Beto's game fragments. I'll have my work cut out just trying to not slow him down. There's no way I'll be able to protect him. But I just can't watch. One-chan! Let me fight too! Stay back! Just keep watching. And think. Think about what? Go back to how you felt at the very beginning. Back when you were 6 years old. When it all started. How I felt when I was 6? You've lived the last 12 years looking for the truth. That wasn't your real greatest wish, was it? My greatest wish? You prepared this final game because you want to protect that wish and that hope. Unfortunately, you wasted it. You have to abandon that hope as you step forward into the future. But even so, if you have the strength in your heart, you can have it. Have what? Remember, your very first wish? You're never learning the single truth, remember. The single truth. You've never learned the heartless truth that everyone is dead and that no one will come home. Remember. Remember your very first wish. Oni-chan! The cataclysmic flash, as brilliant as the birth of a sun. The snakes, glowing pale blue, ran through Balor all at once. Balor was seen red, surrounded with a cloud of blood. Then he stumbled, looked at Angie one final time. Angie couldn't say anything in response. Flying Balor's eye faded, and slowly, his body began to fail. It reached the ground and landed gently, like someone settling on the ocean floor. Angie rushed towards him and looked at the final face of her dead brother. His eyes were opened wide, filled with an unwavering determination to the very last second. Remind me, was Auntie-san particularly good at mysteries? She's nothing compared to Balor. The waving snakes raised their heads and surround Angie. Angie had no blades to fight with. She only clung to her brother's dead face, saying his name over and over. This is a surprisingly boring ending. I guess this is checkmate. The 8 snakeheads all attacked at once. Angie held her brother's face, thinking about his final words. My very first wish. That could only be one thing. That everyone would come back. That fueled my life for 12 years. Until I was so exhausted that I abandoned my own hope. In exchange for the hope I'd abandoned, I searched for the truth. And at the end of the truth, I was confronted with something brutal and ruthless that I had no need to know. As a result, I was faced with the true despair of knowing that no one would come home. The final hope, which I had abandoned but hadn't been able to let go of completely, was crushed. The single truth. If only I hadn't learned it, I might still have been able to keep hold of that faint hope. But now, you can still have it. If you have strength in your heart, you can still have it. Remember your very first wish. The battler was coughing? Impossible! His whole body had been pierced and been completely dead. For him to cough would be too much of a miracle to be possible. What? Why? Battler died! So why? Why was he revived? Battler rose to his feet slowly. The blood still drove from his mouth, his expression was fearless. However, Angie didn't stand up. She kept setting her head lowered. Well, that was a nice warm-up. Shall we get started, Burgestell? Round 2! What in the... Why, my master? The dead can't revive. Impossible! Balor is dead! How can he revive? Oni-chan is alive? I think the funniest part about this is that Featherine, because she's from a higher plane, actually knew he was alive the entire time and it just didn't say shit. Funny as crap. She fucking knows he's alive and just didn't say anything. Great shit. Great. I've used the red truth. I've said that Balor's dead, right? So how can he come back to life? Even if the whole world says he's dead, I'll be the only person in the world who believes. Oni-chan is alive. And someday, he'll come back to me. That's right. As long as you don't lose that hope. There's no miracle that can be crushed. How dare you stand before the Witch of Miracles and think of miracles yourself! Swallow them, grind them up! Erase those siblings now! You can't erase us. Even the whole world refuses to acknowledge it, the miracle will happen as long as we believe! The 8 wriggling snakeheads transformed into a massive whale jaw and swallowed everything. There will be no miracle. There is no one who can There is no one whom you can trust. So die. There is someone. Everyone will protect me. The cruel whale mystery that tried to swallow everything was gouged deeply by a massive wedge. That deeply pounded wedge could only be used by someone who had both talent and a deep love for mysteries. You call that cliche a trick? I've read and gotten bored of that one long ago! The woman who stood back to back with Balor, launching stakes, was very, very clearly... Beto? How? I announced your death through the red truth! So, what if you did? The red truth is absolute. A perfect truth which no one can overturn no matter how hard they try. Even if the whole world gets together and denies that my family is still alive, even if it's forced in front of my eyes as a single truth, I won't acknowledge it. After all, Angie slowly rose to her feet. Around her, the shapes of people slowly appeared and they rose to their feet. Ironic, Bernie's using the red truth so deftly when originally a concept created by Beatrice. Yeah, it is very interesting. One after another, a whole crowd of them. They were Angie's family, her relatives. Everyone from Okajima. That wasn't all. Everyone from the Golden Land, all the fantasy creatures appeared, and following Angie's lead, they rose to their feet. Then all of them glared at Burnt Cassell. Even if the whole world denies my hope, I won't abandon it. I won't abandon my unshakable hope that everyone's alive. And now, I finally got in there. This is it. My attitude as a witch. You were just a witch of the future?
I mean, you. Weren't you just a witch of the future? Suppose witch you could only shed tears of regret for the past?
I am the Golden Witch, Angie Beatrice. My titles are the Golden, the Endless, and the Witch of Resurrection.
You reached it, have you, Angie?
Yeah. Thanks, One-chan. After all these long years, I'm there at last. I always knew you could get there. How did she get golden? She got loads of fucking cash, that's how! Thanks, One-chan. I understand it now. Well, your last game was trying to teach me. Despair, future delusions! I can't... I can't accept something like this! Everyone will be with me for all eternity. No matter how many people try to kill them with the red truth, I reject it. Everyone will come back to me again and again. I'm Angie, Witch of Resurrection. My world, the red truth can't touch me. From Angie, no, from Angie and her family or friends, several golden streaks shot out at once. They were the same as the marks left by Brunkesel's great snakes. However, the glow inside these was gold. Then they wriggled, combined into one single mass and transformed into an eagle with 2 wings. It isn't one-winged anymore. Thanks to Angie's absolute willpower, the golden eagle had gained the wings it needed to fly into the future. Those spread wings made Brunkesil and the whale shrink back. The Ushiromiya family eagle never looks back. And it never gives up. Oh my god, we're getting like an animation shit. The golden eagle easily swallowed the blue whale with its wings, grinding it into bits. And didn't let the whale's master escape either. It was now Brunkesel's turn to run. Brunkesil didn't fight the golden eagle. She couldn't. In this world, Angie's, where even the red truth couldn't hurt anyone, just what sort of attack could have any effect? She finally ran this way and that, throwing one red truth after another at the Ushiromiya family. Ushiromiya Kinzo is dead. Ushiromiya Kraus is dead. Ushiromiya Natsu is dead. She repeated this over and over again. But no one fell down. Angie wouldn't accept it, so they couldn't pierce anyone. This is... Can Endless Nine really do this? Even the red truth didn't work? Just what is this red truth? What kind of truth can defeat red truth? A believing heart. This is our consensus. Remember the truth that we all acknowledge, share your red truth can't hurt us. So long, Burn Castell. This time it's really checkmate. I won't accept this. I won't! Massive Golden Eagle finally swallowed Burn Castell Ho. And then it slammed to the vast ceiling, and there was an incredible explosion accompanied by an earthquake. From the cracked ceiling, along with many falling ships, a single black cat plummeted and slammed against the floor. On the meta sense, was Beatrice grooming Battle the whole time for him to truly gain understand the golden truth ever since she introduced the concept of red truth in episode 2? I can believe that. I can kind of buy that in some ways. I mean, the red truth itself is a form of the golden truth. This is what's happened. We agree this must be what's happened. It's a form of the golden truth, but it's a lot more of a harsh form. It's someone imposing, this is my truth, and you will accept it. While the golden truth is saying, I'm going to accept my own truth, and I don't care what anyone else thinks. Erica ran up to it, repeatedly calling out to her master, hugging it. Then she realized it was still breathing, and simultaneously, an expression of relief and shock rose to her face. Don't worry. I won't let you lay a finger on my truth, and in the same way, I won't lay a finger on your truth either. She looks like a wet mop. Caught a free scouting for her own good. Beto, don't act too cozy with my big brother. I'm sorry to say, Angie, they've already gotten together and signed the marriage certificates. My servants accept your relationship, got it? It was your own foolishness to revive me. I changed my mind. You're the only one who's dead. Are you like his cousin aunt? Don't care, didn't listen. It's too late. My charming subordinate I will torment you until the day you die. Not in the meta universe. Ah, yes. The best place to ship your cousin aunt with their brother. In your fucking mind. And I'll make you walk father flirt with me every day. Wow, this is pretty convenient. Oh, she literally did just go, actually, Beatrice died that day. She literally just did what I was choked. Oh, I love this shit so much. Looks like this resurrection magic is an off switch. What a fucking thing to say. Holy shit. What? View kept disappearing like a light bulb, turning on and off. Angie seemed to be enjoying herself. Angie's being mean. Go easy on her, Angie. Sure. You say so, Oni-chan.
Angie, you're incredible! Ooh! Angie-sama! Congratulations on becoming a Witch of Resurrection! This way we'll all be with you forever!
Yeah, that's right. Everyone. The anti-magic toxin doesn't matter one bit. You'll be with me for all eternity. Nice, Angie! Well said! Everyone surged forward, swishing Angie. They tried tossing her into the air, but dropped her onto her butt and everyone laughed. Angie looked a bit resentful, but when her brother lent her a hand, she got up and joined the circle of smiles. A gentle applause greeted them. Featherine, their witness, acknowledged their victory and was clapping for them. Splendidly done, Lady Angie Beatrice. In celebration of this miracle, I bestow upon you the title of Lady. The tale you weave was quite entertaining. Oh, there is no need to be so hostile. I am congratulating you. Featherine smiled serenely. Then the cat overlords broke their positions in the constellation and lined up behind her. It was clear that this was not only a peaceful action, but part of a solemn ceremony. You have defeated my Miko. I thank you for sparing her life. As you can see, she's my cute pet cat, and which I kept. As you can see, she's my cute pet cat, which I keep to starve off boredom. If she died, boredom would overcome me as well. The true strength of this being. If you prefer to bring yourself as a pet cat, already been made clear during your fight with Lambda Delta. Even so, Angie spoke. I won't forgive you for killing Lambda Delta. Oh, hi, Carrie. They're missing. You came a tiny bit late. We might have just gotten done with the entire fight scene. My, that doesn't sound like the words of a Witch of Resurrection. Can you not revive her whenever you wish? Huh? I can revive her? It's okay. I'm sure that Lady Lambda has been revived somewhere, thanks to your power. There's no need to worry. Luckily, Props didn't try to kill Burn actually, or Feathering would maybe just write them out of existence, Lo. Ah yes, the most terrifying thing. Let me rewrite the story. Indeed. She's already been moved to the unseen I prepared for her. Do not fear. She's receiving the red carpet treatment. Really? Oh, that's wonderful. Angie finally relaxed and let the tension leave her whole body. Wow now, Battler. You are now the sole game master of your final game. True. The cat of yours would probably retire after that. Perhaps you should carry on with the final ceremony of your game. Angie, you couldn't think of a good way to kill her and gave up, didn't you? I am very bad at fight scenes. I much prefer creating mysteries, you know? Writer goes, ah shit, I actually don't know how to do this shit. Time to go back and erase that bit. fucking glorious. My Miko isn't forgetful as a cat, but can sometimes be as persistent as one. I suggest getting it over with quickly. Yeah, I'll take that suggestion. Is this still the episode proper or the tea party? Episode proper, as far as I is to believe. I shall be your witness and write a detailed account. We're probably gonna have another stream with the... after this, honestly, still. We're probably gonna have the wrap-up stream next time, so, you know, we're gonna have our tea party. God, that's crazy to say. The final ceremony. So even this game is about to end. I mean, yeah, I know I'm titling the next stream. It's the fucking tea party. Valor nodded silently. Then he set out of the crowd and motioned for Angie to follow him. As he passed by each member of the Ushimiya family, they cheered her on, giving words of encouragement. Valor took out the golden key and handed it to Angie. He now had the same glint that it possessed when he had first given it to her. Glorious. Holy shit. Then, two doors appeared out of thin air on either side of them. They had a stately design, making clear that this was a very important decision. Am I supposed to pick one without any hints? Of course not. I'll give you a hint. By now it should be an easy puzzle. A simple puzzle with two answers. And you'll choose your answer by opening one of the doors. I see. Now this deserves the name of the Golden Land. Yeah, no, this place is fucking... What a gorgeous final CG to end this on, possibly. Absolutely brilliant looking. I see. Okay. So this is a continuation of that Halloween party. I fell asleep during that party, didn't I? I'm glad I finally get to wrap that up properly. Beto, come forward. Is your fault for falling asleep before my puzzle? I'm glad I've gotten the chance to tell it. Sorry about that. It sounds like it'll be pretty tough.
Uryu! You'll be fine, Angie!
Oh yeah, now you get to choose your ending. I mean, I kind of assumed it was going to be the case, considering I got a key and we got choices, you know, and all that.
I wonder about that.
Prepare yourself, it's a tough one. Calm down, Angie. It's an easy puzzle. You remember what your brother told you at the very beginning? About how to choose the best possible option? Battler, you're giving too many hints. This is the triumphant return of Lady Angie, Witch of the Future. All you have to do is watch over her. True. Then I'll hand over to Beto. I'm counting on you. Indeed. Then let us begin. Okay, here we go. Is the puzzles what we gotta choose in? Hope it is, because Battler's still fucking alive. They cliffhanged us on that during the last part. I haven't forgotten. I'm probably gonna choose the Hope ending, because Battler is alive out there. Okay. Angie gulped, then stared up at the witch's face. The witch held out her left hand, bringing it close to Angie's face. Then she slowly spread her fingers. Look carefully at my palm. I have to do both endings. Yeah, I know. I'm not hiding anything, correct? Yeah, there's nothing there. Watch closely. I'll make a fist. And then stretch out my index finger. You stretched out her index finger and held it right in front of Angie's eyes. Watch the tip of my finger closely. Ready? It'll be fast. The witch rapidly lifted her index finger high into the air and pointed it at the heavens. As Angie looked up to see her finger raised high, it swung down as though trying to dodge her gaze. That manner, the finger swung up, down, left, right, and then left again, as though Angie was playing a game of Atsi Mute Hoi. Thinking as though she'd lose if she couldn't keep up with the fingertip, Angie swung her face this way and that, looking serious. The witch's hand moved faster and faster. Angie didn't lose track of it. Then, the witch's high-pointing finger took a sudden swing downwards. And when it stopped, her index finger was curled up and her hand was held in a simple fist. Ready? I'm going to open up my hand. The witch slowly opened her right fist. And there was a clearly wrapped candy. Ready for the question? Yeah? Was this a trick? Or magic? That is my puzzle for you. Go ahead, Angie. Give your answer. Is this a trick? Or magic? I know. I know what the answer is. Your answer is magic. Open this door. If it's trick, then open that door. I already decided my answer. Oh, I'm not even allowed to save. Fuck you? I mean, there's no logic. I know, but at the same time, you want to be magic or to be a trick? Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think. Okay, so I'm not going to actually choose this stream, but I want to think on this at least for a bit. Like, like it's a case of if it's a trick, then it's kind of just accepting that. It's kind of giving up on that hope Angie's held on to for so long. It's saying, yeah, that's just how it is, you know? And I have to move on from it. And it's like, Like, this is too much of a fucking choice. I really don't have, like... I will say, this is the only one of the few things about the game I knew about was a choice at the end of magic or trick. That was the only other thing I knew about this entire game, and I had no idea how it would come about. And now that I know how it comes about, I still have no idea what the fuck I choose. Because it's like... Oh, really? Yeah, this was like one of the very few things I knew about the game, along with... The things I knew about before I started playing this game was... Beatrice is a Tro, there's red and blue truths, and it's a linear novel except for the very end where you choose between magic and trick. That is the entirety of everything I knew about this game before I started playing it. I didn't know how we would arrive here at all, so I was fine keeping that knowledge to myself. But, like, yeah. I don't know what happens from here or where we go. It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure. You bet this choice was nothing how I thought it was. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I thought this choice was going to be about declaring if the mystery was, like, magic or not and stuff like that. I didn't expect it to be like this at all. You know what? Let me just, Well, let me just do something quickly. Come on, capture the fucking Umineko game, please. There we go. Well, everyone, thank you for coming to today's live stream. Hope you guys had a great time. Is this your first time coming? I am the Warlock of Sleep, BB, and I hope you guys enjoyed this time of Umineko. Now, I hope everyone can go off to a nice stream. I'll see you next time to make a choice. Now, I'm gonna get up close. I'm gonna get quiet. And I'm gonna say goodbye.